19th, 2022.
First, let's hear the lunch menu for today.
Lunch today is grilled chicken and cheese wrap, or rotini with garlic bread. Side choices are mandarin oranges, applesauce, triangle hash browns, or baked beans.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me for the Dolphin Day of the Pledge.
Today is a new day. I will act in a safe and healthy way. I will do the right thing and be polite. I will respect others and treat people right. I will take responsibility for me. Today I will be the best I can be.
I live in Indianapolis, Indiana, but I'm from Martinsville, and I went to South Elementary School. And I ended up going to college and law school, and so now I am an attorney. And also, when I was in school, I enlisted in the Indiana Army National Guard, and I stayed in, and I've been in for almost 20 years. And so I'm also an officer now in the U.S. Army Reserve. And I'm an intelligence officer, and I got into a lot of fun things, like go to Afghanistan. And so I am very proud to be an American who serves and who is also an attorney. In my job as an attorney, usually I represent the government, and when people have a problem with the government, we end up going to court, and the judge listens to both of our sides, and we try to seek a solution. And so that is what attorneys do most often, is when people have a problem, they hire the attorney to try to help them solve the problem with the person that they have the problem with, right? So if you, let's say, had a problem with one of your classmates, but you were much older, let's say you're 30, and you couldn't solve it yourselves, you would go and you would hire the attorney, and they would help you solve the problem. And so that's what I do as an attorney. And then when I'm in the military, some of the time I'm in the military, and I go and I just make sure that we keep our country safe, and I have my friends who are in the military, and when we're needed, we go and we serve, like when I served in another country to fight for democracy. So I keep things interesting, right? I have one full-time job being an attorney, and every once in a while I take a break and I go play soccer. My favorite part is helping people. So when I get to help somebody and I get to talk to them and we get to find a solution that makes them feel better, that is my favorite part. I'm an extrovert, which means I like to communicate with people. So having people in my office or getting to hang out with friends in the military is by far my favorite part. My favorite experience was actually in the Army, and my favorite experience was going to Afghanistan, and I was there for 13 months. And I got to fly in helicopters everywhere across Afghanistan. I was on a helicopter multiple times a week, and that was probably the most fun, was getting to see the world from up in a helicopter all of the time. Lots of schooling. So we we graduate high school, right? So after elementary, then junior high, then high school. And once you graduate high school, then you go off to college. You do that for 4 more years, and then you go to law school, and you do law school for 3 more years. And so there is a lot of schooling. And I wasn't even finished with school until I was about 26, 27 years old, because I took some breaks from there. So lots and lots of schooling. Let's count that up. So what is that? 4 years of college, 3 years of law school, so that's 7 extra years after you graduate. It is a lot of time, and sometimes you have to take an extra job and work while you're going to school because it takes so much time. Okay, so the test to be a lawyer is known to be one of the hardest tests. It's called the bar exam because you want to be a member of the bar so that you are allowed to practice law. You have to take this test to be an attorney, it's like getting a driver's license, right? So you need your bar license. And the test is so long, it takes 2 days. And there is like 3-4 hours of multiple choice, a whole day of essays, really long essays that take 30 minutes apiece. And so it is again called the bar exam, and it's not very fun. And there's a lot of prep. You take like 3 months of test prep just to take this test. So for me, when I prepare for a big test, I use what is called a mnemonic device. And so there are different kinds of mnemonic devices, but I like to use it where it's an acronym. Do you know what an acronym is? Okay, so like an example of a mnemonic device, like because I'll just have so much material to memorize, right? That I have to remember too much, so I use these mnemonic devices. So we'll do one together, okay? So do you know about all the lakes that are above the state of Indiana?
Nope.
The Great Lakes? Okay, well there are these lakes above the state of Indiana, a couple of Indiana, and they're called the Great Lakes. They're in Michigan and Indiana and such a couple other states. And there are 5 of them. So if you used a mnemonic device, you could use the word homes, Homes, and then you could figure out all the lakes. H is for Huron, O is for Ontario, N is for Lake Michigan, E is for Lake Erie, and S is for Lake Superior. And so you use the mnemonic device on your test just so that you can help yourself remember long lists of information. Well, you make sure that you go to bed on time the night before. Sleep is so important. And when my son took his test last year, I can't remember which one you guys took, I thought he had too much sugar. And sugar makes you jittery. So make sure that you get enough sleep and have a healthy breakfast so that you have the energy to last the length of the test. That would be my advice.
That is all we have for SES Rewind. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.